It's just me, nigga.
Spoon bread from 1911. Haven't a clue what this is. It could be.
What can I
Normally, I'd offer a kiss.
what can I say about our next two?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to day number 3. Mythic and the Cyclones leading things tonight. Let's check Discord quick. Don't see Ag active. See him in the chat. Just roll. Then for the Cyclones, Honkies to start so we can starting. See. Wow. Oh yeah. Center cake. Butts. Rice. Evan. Golden Smiley. Let's check. Don't see him. Head in. Play ball. So big game here. 6-2 Mythic, 7-1 Cyclones. I think that's the top 2 records remaining in the league. So a big slug match here. Not only just in the Epic Conference, but in the Novas. I mean, in the Epic Conference. Yeah, the best records in the league, especially with the Knights losing. Mythic and the Cyclones, the last 2 teams with 2 or fewer losses on the year. And off we go here in Sakura. Leadoff runner aboard here. Cyclones lost their first game of the season last week with a surprise loss to Area 51. Can't remember the final score of that game offhand. It was like 7-4 or something around that, I think. And like all the runs scored by Area 51 was in like the 2nd inning. The lead runner there. So 1 out for Theodorus.
first baseman, number 8.
Two down now, Spicy Dupole. Walk will put 2 aboard now.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 11, Bryant Bowen.
And that is going to hit the line and roll into the corner. That will score a run, maybe even 2. Runner's going to round third and head for home, and the Mythic strike first with the 2-out, 2-run RBI double.
14, Jefferson Ribeye.
Just perfectly plopped it on the right field line and rolled deep into the right field corner. And the Mythic will take a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the first.
Now batting, a right fielder, number 5, Allison Ray. The shortstop, number 13, Real Bianchi.
That one is going to float into the gap. Runner's digging for 2. Theodorus, the throw is not going to get there in time. So a 1-out double here for the Cyclones.
Center fielder, number 18, Chloe Arroyo.
Ball outside. Strike. Ball inside.
And that one's popped up into shallow right field. Zoner will make the catch there. I'll be out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 8,
Cade Keller will come to the plate. Grounder to third, charging his ribeye. The throw in time for round number 3. We'll head to the top of the second.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 23, Josiah Zoner.
Arena Rhodes on the mound here for the Cyclones. Trying to bounce back from that first inning. It's the grounder to Bianchi. Ooh, she throws in the dirt, but Butt's able to dig it out.
Number 83, Sean Ware.
Nope, inside ball. Ah. That's down. Nope, that's low.
Hard hit ball into right, but it's going to stay in the park. Fowler will make the catch.
The right fielder, number 10, Repo Alvarado.
To the 9 hole here. Repo Alvarado, 310 on the season. And he will find a hit up the middle. Send us back to the top of the lineup.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 9, Gideon McGribbon.
No, inside ball.
Slow roller up the middle. Keller up with the throw. Gets him by a few steps. And we'll go bottom of the second, still 2-0 in favor of the Mythic.
The left fielder, number 9, Fowler.
No, 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 no. Too low. Strike.
Up the middle and just out of reach of Bowen, sliding there at short. So runner aboard, on fire, Vern Butts now.
No, outside. Strike. Ball, that's outside.
That's over the head of the second baseman. That's going to roll into the gap. This could score a run. Theodoros up with it. He's got a good arm. And that will keep the runners at second and third. But the Cyclones now with a huge opportunity.
Number 41, that's Rice.
Nobody out here. That one's up the middle, off of the glove of the catcher, of the pitcher, and everyone is safe. They can't even get an out from it. It's an RBI single that goes a few feet beyond the pitcher's mound. So Fats Rice with the RBI that goes, what, maybe 45 feet in front of home plate? Well, no, the pitcher's mound is like 60 feet away or something, so... A caught stealing and a strikeout puts two away quickly. That brings up Neville Smiley.
Ball outside.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Cyclones able to cut one up, but leave a runner stranded on third. It'll be 2, 3, and 4. Now a 2-1 ball game here as we head to the top of the third. That one's hit high and deep into right center field. Back it goes. That one is out of here. And the Mythic get the run back instantly. As I believe that was Villegas, 418 feet. His first home run of the season gives the Mythic a 3-1 lead.
The center fielder, number 2, Ward Theodoros.
Strike. That's high.
That one lined right down to first.
First baseman, number 8, Spicy
Got there by Butts, I believe, for out number 1. Spicy Dupole up now. Grounded to short. Bianchi throws in time for out number 2, and here is Bowen.
Number 11, Bryant Bowen.
Hit the ball that found the foul line down first base. Perfectly placed, scored 2 runs in the first inning, and he smacks one into right center. Back that one goes, and it's gone. It's 4-1. Almost the exact same place here for Bowen, his 3rd home run of the season, and his 3rd RBI here tonight, doubling his RBI total on the season. And Rhodes is now tense, and that one's off her glove. Runner at first will be safe.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 23, Josiah Zoner.
Strike. High ball.
1-1 here to Zoner. Whiffer activated now on a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. End of the inning, but 2 solo shots make it a 4-1 lead for the Mythic.
Slice of Sushi Booty. Batting the right fielder, number 5, Allison Ray.
No. That ball's inside. That's high. The right.
2-2. Swing and a miss.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 13.
Here is Bianchi. And she puts one up the middle. She'll be aboard. Chloe Arroyo up to the plate now. And she's up the middle. Brown able to catch up to that one. Flips it to Zoner for 1. That's all they'll get from it.
Second
2 down now for Cade Keller. Strong 297 batting average so far on the season. 2 home runs, 6 RBIs for Keller. Swing and miss, 0-2. Runner going, but it doesn't matter as Quinto gets the strikeout to end the inning. And we'll head to the top of the 4th. 4-1 in favor of the Mythic.
Number 83, Sean Ware.
It's outside.
Popped up into center field, Arroyo.
Now batting.
Under it for out number 1 brings up Repo Alvarado. It's trying to fight off this tenseness and have a ways to go after it was 2 home runs that last half inning.
There's a strike.
2 runs in the first as well. That one's going to be fair inside the line down the third base side. Oh, and Fowler has some issues with it. And that will turn into a 1-out double for Alvarado. And he's in scoring position as the Mythic bring up the top of the order for the 3rd time.
Ball low. The right. No, that's low. Well,
That one's foul. 2-2 now to McRibbons. Just gets a piece of that one. Up to 51 pitches now here for Rhodes. Ooh, almost hits him. Full count. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Rhodes here tonight. Brings up Villegas. One of the solo home runs we saw earlier. He puts one into right, which will put runners at the corners here for the Mythic. Ford Theodorus to the plate.
Ford Theodorus.
Average really starting to fall for Theodorus. Under 200 now in the year. Has 4 home runs and 9 RBIs under his belt. To the left side, Bianchi throws it to second and just gets the runner by a step or two. The slide was close, but it's a 0 up on the board as we go to the bottom of the 4th now. Let's see, we have 5, 6, 7 due up here for the Cyclones. That one's caught by Zoner for out number 1.
Number 36, Vern Butts.
Grounded to third. Ribeye up with it. Throws in time for out number 2. Now bring up Fats Rice. He's got the RBI on the night here for the Cyclones and joins the top of the league in RBIs. But that's a 1-2-3 inning for Quinto. And we'll jump to the top of the 5th now. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Mythic.
Number 8, Spicy Dupo.
Take a look at what these teams excel at. Mythic top in defense. Oh my, and it's going to be another home run into right field. It's 5-1 Mythic. .397 into straightaway right field. Dupole makes it 3 of the top 5 of the batting order who have homered here tonight. Mythic with a statement here. Battle for the top spot right now in the Epic Conference.
Third baseman, number 14, Jefferson Ribeye.
As I was saying, Mythic ranked as defensive experts. Defense their best trait. And then pretty even across the board everything else, except for the bullpen, which is a notch down below the others. As for the Cyclones, they are speed demons. And then, once again, also fairly balanced. Contact defense and rotation just below that. And then power and their bullpen below those three. This looks like a 6. Oh, no, it's thrown away. We saw errors play a big factor in games last night. I mean, already 5-1 in favor of the Mythic here. We'll see if they can take advantage of the throwing error by the Cyclones here. A play that could have ended the inning. Instead, give Sean Ware an opportunity here with the runner in scoring position. In the dirt, 3-1. Swing and a miss for a full count. That one stays fair, down to first in time for out number 3. The error will not come back to bite the Cyclones. We'll head to the home half of the 5th. 8, 9, and 1 due up for them here. Bowen with the dive deep in the hole. Can't get the throw off, and that will be a leadoff single. So Evans aboard, brings up Neville Smiley. And that will be a 3-6-3 double play. And that puts 2 down now for Allison Ray. Full count. Into left field. That will be caught by McGribbons for out number 3. Top of the 6th we go. Still 5-1 in favor of the Mythic. 9-1-2 due up for them here.
Right fielder, number 10, Rico Alvarado.
Up the middle, Keller ranges over. It's the throw to Butts in time for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 9, Gideon McGribbons.
No, outside.
Yankee. That's in time for out number 2. And a mojo up here for Rhodes. She's back to neutral. Villegas this time into left. And that one is gone. It's 6-1. 4 home runs tonight for the Mythic as a unit. And they want to bounce back in a big way after a couple of losses. Absolutely unloading off the starter for the Cyclones, Rhodes. Her night is done. Evelyn Guzman comes in. 2 home runs now in the night for Villegas. Dupole has 1, and Bowen has 1, as well as a total of 3 RBIs. Guzman strikes out Theodoris to end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th now. There will be 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Cyclones. Hard hit ball, but straight away center field Theodoris snags it. Popped up. And I'll be caught by Quinto for out number 2. Into left field. That will be caught by McGribbons for out number 3. Another quick inning of work here by Quinto. We'll head top 7 now. Dupole, Bowen, and Ribeye due up.
First baseman, number 8, Spicy Dupole.
It's outside. Too low. That's 12 over.
Swing and a miss. Guzman, another strikeout.
The shortstop, number 11, Bryant.
Here is Bowen having a fantastic night. And he gets another base hit. He goes 4 for 4.
Now back, the third baseman,
Except Jefferson Ribeye.
Jefferson Ribeye.
So Guzman, a 2.08 ERA. That one is into right. Ray doesn't have to move much for that one. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 23,
1.67 whip, 10 strikeouts for the reliever. Long reliever at that. And a swing and a miss. Ends the inning. Will go to the bottom of the 7th here. 5, 6, 7 due out for the Cyclones.
left fielder, number 9, Fowler.
Too low. Foul ball. Out.
That's a swing and a miss. I think 4 strikeouts now for Quinto on the night.
Baseman, number 36, Vern Botts.
There's a strike.
Very late swing and a miss there by Butts. And he puts one up the middle. So a runner aboard now for the Cyclones. Haven't had too many of those here tonight.
That's
Just, oh, they have 7 hits on the evening.
Rice.
right.
Ooh. Bit of a wild pitch there, and it gets away from Ware, and runner will take second. Goodbye off the hop, gets it to Dupole in time for out number 2. Runner stays put at second. Faye Evans will come to the plate now. Tint's just a $188 on the season, no home runs, and 1 RBI on the season. Despite being a consistent player, she is tense. Try and turn things around here. A chance for the Cyclones, but she skies it into center field, and Theodorus will catch it for out number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 8th here. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Mythic.
Number 83, Sean Ware.
There's a strike. Strike.
And Guzman racks up her 4th strikeout in relief,
Fielder, number 10,
doubling up what Rhodes had as the starter.
Oh, that ball's low.
That one deeper in the hole for Bianchi, but she gets the throw off in time for out number 2. Nice play at short there. Taking away a base hit. 2 down, and McGribbons floats one over the head and puts it down into right field, and he'll be aboard. And that will bring the dangerous man Villegas to the plate. His first 2 home runs on the season here tonight. 3 for 4. Up to a .450 batting average on the season.
Yo, outside.
But grounds this one right to Butts. He'll step on the bag for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Who actually has 5 strikeouts on the night. 9-1-2. Cyclones running out of time, down to their final 6 outs here.
No,
1-2 to Smiley. Swing and a miss.
now batting, a right fielder, number 5, Allison Ray.
Just 84 pitches here for Quinto with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th.
too low.
Been pretty efficient here. Grounded to short. Bowen's up with it. Throw in plenty of time for out number 2. Quinto here lowered his whip to .9 on the season. But Bianchi will raise that up a little bit as she singles up the middle.
Center fielder, number
2.25 ERA for Quinto. 14 Ks. Slow roller. He gets to this one, and the throw to first is in time. Nice play by Quinto, feeling the position and getting him to the top of the 9th inning. It's 3, 4, and 5 here for the Mythic.
Ward Theodorus.
That's down. Follow.
3-0 to Theodorus.
Strike.
Takes a strike. Puts this one into left field. Fowler is there for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 8, Spicy Dupole.
And here is Dupole.
Slow ball.
Grounded. Keller coming in. Throws in time for out number 2. And that will pass the bat to Brian Bowen. Misspoke earlier. He needs a triple for the cycle, but his speed, I don't think that will ever happen. 3 for 4 on the night.
No, that ball's inside.
Bianchi scoops that one up. Throw is in time for out number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance here for the Cyclones. It's 4, 5, 6 due up in the order.
Now in the game.
And Dupole will get pulled in favor of Duke defensively. Quinto will start off the top or the bottom of the 9th, see if he can go the full way. 0-2.
No, outside.
Rounded to third, ribeye. In time for out number 1. Is it Chili Fowler? And Fowler grounds this one to second. Zoner in time for out number 2. Last chance here for the Cyclones. It's Vern Butts. Third base side, ribeye with the diving stop and the throw in time. What a play by Ribeye to give Quinto the complete game. Fantastic outing by the Mythic, winning this one 6-1 as they move to 7-2 on the season. 12 hits. Villegas 3 for 5. McGribbons 2 for 5. 2 home runs for Villegas. Dupole and Bowen getting a home run as well as Bowen goes 3 for 5. And Alvarado going 2 for 4. Let's see, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts for the Mythic, 6 strikeouts as well for the Cyclones. Bianchi, 3 of the 8 hits for the Cyclones here tonight. And Butts tallying up 2 of his own. Fantastic outing by Quinto. He moves to 3-0 on the season. Might be our first pitcher to move to 3-0. ERA sits at 2.11. A fantastic outing for him. No walks given up either. 6 strikeouts. Loss goes to Rhodes. Had trouble with the long ball. 4 home runs surrendered here tonight. 6 earned, 10 hits. Guzman went the rest of the way in relief, kept the Mythic lineup quiet, just 2 hits through 3 1/3 and 4 strikeouts. It's a Mythic sweep on the MVP board. Villegas, Bowen, and Quinto. And that will do it for a big game number 1. All these games fairly important tonight. Lumberjacks, Walkers. Lumberjacks looking to make ground on the Knights after their head-scratching loss last night to the Moonshots. And then on the other side of things, Walkers looking to keep pace with the Sonics, who we'll see later tonight. Could at least, let's see, they could tie things up. Well, they can move to a half game back and then potentially get tied with the Sonics loss later tonight. All right, so let's pop into the chat. Do we have a no hummus here? Does not look like it. Foundwood is healthy, so we'll revert back to their main lineup. Let's see if we can find it. Okay. Got Richards in right. Got George, the new second baseman. Foundwood back to catcher. Hale. the DH. Earls, Wentz, Peck, Parmigiano, and then Mac Forsham, and we'll see Palacios, see what he can do. And then let me jump over to the Walker channel. I think they wanted suggested lineup. Hop into the chat, see if he likes what he sees. So Millie's actually in center field, so do we want to move her to DH? French to center. To her to left, looks like, based on your message. Awesome. Yeah, I'll give you some time to make changes as you see fit. Do you want me to do what you've already put in there? Millie, DH, French center, Ventura left. Okay. Sawyer. H. French center field. Tura left field. On at first base. Okay. Anything beyond this? All clear. Let's play some baseball. Going to one of the better parks in the game, if not the best. Good old Motor Yard. See what fate has in store for us here.
It's game time at Motor Yard.
Both teams 4-4.
It's baseball time.
Just a really important game for both teams. Both teams, I mean, it's too early in the season for a gotta have it, but definitely would be a nice to have it. Got Havoc Zuniga versus Brandon or something, Palacios. Braden, something like that. As some of you noticed, the new Lumberjacks logo sitting nicely on the scoreboard. Richards using everything he's got, grounded a short hiker in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 31, Anson George.
Story of Anson George coming off the bench probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, hitting 500 in that time. Ground out here to Word for out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4,
Is up Dane Foundwood, who legend has it has never activated his big hack trait. He puts this one up the middle. Nice attempt there by Word, but Foundwood will be aboard with a 2-out single. He's up Eduardo Hale.
Eduardo Hale.
0-2. Checks his swing. Swing and a miss. Clean first inning of work for Zuniga. Let's see what Branson Palacios has in store for us. I'll stand by it. The top of the order for the Walkers is probably one of the more formidable ones in the league. It's definitely a fun one. French, Sawyer, and Fuller. The right side, George scoops it and gets it to McForsham in time for out number 1. But for Palacios, the second start was a little bit rough. Had some troubles with the long ball, if I remember. I can't remember who it was against. The ERA of 3.14, but a .77 whip. Of course, that 20 strikeout number. As that will bomber special down into left center field, and Sawyer will be aboard with a base hit. I'll bring up Darlene Fuller. 344 on the year. First swing, grounds it down the third base line. That is fair. Oh, and Flip Peck has some issues with it. And that will turn into runners in scoring position, second and third now. And Amy Ventura to the plate. An early opportunity here for the Walkers with just one away. Fouled back, 1-1 the count. That's a slow roller, but that's going to turn into a run scored. They get the out at first, but the Walkers will strike first with the RBI on the fielder's choice. 1-0 here early. That brings McMahon up to the plate with a runner on third. Swing and a miss. Walker strike first, 1-0 as we go top 2. Earls, Wentz, and Peck.
Number 70, Rivet Earls.
And that's going to be a base knock into the gap. That's going to be extra bases all the way to the right center wall. And that's going to be a leadoff double for the Lumberjacks.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 14.
So Hurls in scoring position now. Rodney Wentz 091 on the year, but does have RBI Hero active here. Swing and a miss. Zuniga with his second strikeout. Brings up. Oh, shoot. I missed the fact that Flip Peck has a 2-bar injury. That is my bad. I apologize, Hummus, if you watch this later. Pops this one up. I'll be caught by French. Runner's going to tag for third. And deep enough for that to be successful. So runner 90 feet away now for Debonair Parmigiano. Two, 1. Grounder to first. McMahon flips it to Zuniga, who covers in time for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the second. Walker's holding on to that 1-0 lead. We'll see Macias, Hiker, and McLean do up.
Third baseman, number 19, Barrett Macias.
Inside.
3-1 to Macias. Fouls that one off, make it a full count. Hit hard, but that will be foul. And grounds this one to George. I'll be out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 5, Mulberry Hiker.
That's inside.
Hiker grounds it to Parmigiano. Gets it to McForsham in time for out number 2. And brings up Corbin McLean. And a swing and a miss to end the inning. And And we'll head to the top of the third. 9-1-2 due up here for the Lumberjacks.
25, Gurney McForsham.
Forsham leading things off here. Player that's in and out of the lineup due to the condition of the catcher. But just hitting 100 here on the season. But connects with that one, and he'll have himself a leadoff single. Brings us back to the top of the order with Briggs Richards. He is locked in here. 353 average on the season.
No, that's outside.
3-1. Finds his own there. Full count. Almost a fantastic play there by McMahon, but just falls out of his glove, and it's a foul ball. Grounded, McMahon flips it to second for one. Can't get it to first back in time. Too much speed there on Richards.
Number 31, Anson.
So fielder's choice. A lot of speed there. Runner is going to second. The throw is not in time. And so the runner in scoring position here for George. George grounds it to second. Word will go to first, and the runner will take third. So once again, Lumberjacks with a runner 90 feet away. This time, Dave Foundwood to the plate. Takes first pitch strike. Ball strike two.
Nope, inside.
2-2. Right back to the mound, Zuniga in time for out number 3. Once again, Lumberjacks strand a runner on third. Will go bottom of the third. 9-1-2 now for the Walkers. Abe Ward here in the 9-hole. Had a rough start to the season. Had a few errors that really cost the Walkers in a few games. But took a little bit of ride on the bench. Has settled in. Has a .259 batting average. Not too shabby for a 9-hole, I'd say. Cracks this one into right center, but a little bit too much hang time on it, as Richards able to track that one down for out number 1. Brings us back to the top of the order, Judd French. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the evening for Palacios. 2 down now, Millie Sawyer to the plate. Tough out activates here for Sawyer. Strike 3 called. To the top of the fourth we go. Still just 1-0 here. We'll have 4, 5, 6 due up in the order for the Lumberjacks.
Ball, that's outside. That's foul. That's inside.
Swing and a miss. Third strikeout on the night for Zuniga.
Number 17, Rivet Pearl.
Ball. That's a strike.
Zuniga up to locked in here. Got that workhorse trait going for him. Is up to 64 pitches, though, here with 1 out in the fourth.
Ball inside.
And equals that out. Full count here. Rounded to second. Word up with it. In time for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder,
Brings up Rodney Wentz.
Rodney Wentz.
0-2.
That's outside.
And, oh, a diving attempt there by Hiker. Can't quite come up with it. And the runner will be aboard. Continues the inning here for the Lumberjacks. Brings up Flip Peck. Runner is going, and runner will be safe.
That's a swing. At low.
Swing and a miss. Starting pitchers pretty much going blow for blow. Just Palacios pegged with the earned run right now. Both starters have 4 strikeouts so far. Let's see, we'll have 3, 4, and 5 due up here for the Walkers. Palacios has snuck to locked in as well. Swing and a miss.
No, inside. Ball. No, that's outside.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Palacios starting to heat up now. I believe he's 1 away from tying the league in strikeouts. Have to wait 1 more inning as George gets that to McForsham in time. Round number 3 in the top of the 5th. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Lumberjacks.
No, inside.
Back to the mound, Zuniga fields his spot cleanly. That's out number 1.
First baseman, number 25, Gurney McForsham.
That's a swing.
Did that last hit bring him up 43 points? Has he really had that few plate appearances this year? Bird gets it to Zuniga, who covers in time. Kind of split first and second base, but Bird able to get to it, and Zuniga covered in time. Back to the top of the order, Briggs, Richards 0 for 2 here tonight.
No, inside.
And he will find a base hit, so another 2-out single here for the Lumberjacks. And again, a lot of speed on the runner.
31,
I've already seen them steal a couple of times here tonight. They were expecting it, but they didn't send the runner. It's 1 disengagement. Two now. 1-1 the count here to George. Cracks one into left, but right at Ventura. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Macias, Hiker, and McLean. Macias into right center. That's going to smack high off the wall in right. Oh, and kind of get away from Richards. And it will be a leadoff double.
Mulberry Hiker.
0-2 now to Hiker. Swing and a miss.
Number 11, Corbin McLean.
0-2 now to McLean. And McLean will strike out looking. And 28, I believe, gives Palacios the outright lead on strikeouts again. And here's Gabe Ward. Up to him to not strand the lead off double. He falls behind 1 and 2. And he will put that one into the gap. Gabe Word comes through, and it'll be 2-0 Walkers. And he turns the lineup around. He'll be in scoring position as well now with Judd French to the plate. And French will get that one by second base, and that'll be another run. Another RBI double, and it's 3-0 Walkers. That was a close play at second. And the Walkers keep passing the bat here. Palacios no longer locked in. Let's see what Sawyer can do now with French in scoring position. Ooh. A little bit high and inside, 2-1. Ooh, high strike there, 2-2. Tough out activates for Sawyer. Grounded to third, hurls, fields it. Gets the first in time for out number 3, but the Walkers played a pair. And we head to the top of the 6th, now 3-0. And it's 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Lumberjacks.
Ball inside.
1-2 here to Foundwood.
Ball outside.
And that one will get past the diving glove at first, roll into the corner of right field. And Foundwood would be aboard with a leadoff double of the Lumberjack zone. Zuniga approaching 100 pitches here quite quickly, but still has a good bit of stamina left due to the Workhorse trait being third tier, and gets the strikeout there, makes it his 5th of the evening. So 1 on, 1 out. Rivet hurls at the plate. 265 on the season. Fouls this one off. 1-1. This one into left. That will be fair off the base of the wall. And that will be an RBI double. Makes it a 3-1 ball game.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 14, Rodney Wentz. Now pitching.
And that will do it for Zuniga. R.C. Finley will come into the game.
That's a strike. That's inside.
Oh no, and that one gets away. Runner will head to third now. And Finley bounces back with the strikeout, so now 2 down, and Flip Peck to the plate. Got to find a way to get a hit to bring the runner home. R.C. Finley with a .93 ERA and a .83 whip on the season. Grounded to short, Hiker fields it cleanly. The throw is in time for out number 3. Lumberjacks do get 1 back, make it a 2-run game as we head to the bottom of the 6th, with Fuller, Ventura, and McMahon due up. Palacios will come out to start the bottom of the 6th. He's at 80 pitches now. And that one will get down into right, roll into the corner, and it's going to be another leadoff double. And a lot of leadoff doubles here in this one. And that will chase Palacios. Brings in Wilkerson. So it's a full bullpen game. And that one's through the left side. Peck doesn't have much of arm. They're sending the runner home, and that's going to be a mistake. Absolutely dead to rights, even though the injury. Peck shows that he is still a force to be reckoned with in left field. Runner replaced at second, though. 1 out, McMahon to the plate. And he blasts one into right. That one is going to be off the top of the wall, and the Walkers will get the run back. And of all the people in the world on the Walkers, it's Dante McMahon with an RBI double. McMahon finally coming through for maybe the first time this season. And the Walkers back up 3. Man, how many doubles have there been in this game? There have been a lot. Wilkerson now tense after giving up some doubles, but bounces back with a strikeout. Put 2 away. Brings up Mulberry Hiker. Wilkerson back to neutral. That will get out of play. 1-1. Fouled off. 1-2. Grounded to first. McForsham will take it himself for out number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 7th. Both teams scratching across the run in the 6th. And it's 8-9-1 due up for the Lumberjacks. Both teams' bullpens ranked the same at 4 bars, so no real lean one way or another for either team. Leadoff runner aboard here brings up McForsham. Not a lot of speed on Parmigiano, so not the biggest stealing opportunity here. Popped up right field. Charging in on that is Fuller. She'll make the catch there for out number 1. Brings up the top of the order, Briggs Richards. 1 for 3 today, taunting that 361 average on the season. Back to the mound, it's off the glove. The catcher will go to first, get the out there. So 2 down, but the speedster on first. Could have been a double play if she fielded that cleanly, but there is a lot of speed. Oh no! And it's a throw in the dirt, and it's going to be a free base. And another throwing error this week. But it won't come back to haunt the Walkers as that is popped up into left. And we'll go to the bottom of the 7th quietly. 8-9-1 due up for the Walkers. Swing and a miss. Wilkerson with his 2nd strikeout in relief. Brings up Gabe Ward, having a nice day. RBI double under his belt. And we'll find another piece of grass here. That looks like another double as it trickles almost all the way to the wall in left field. And Ward with his 2nd double on the day. Wish I had been keeping count of doubles. It's been a litany of doubles here in this one. Wilkerson is done. Rodrigo Perez. That one's deep into left field. Doesn't have enough. Judd French is gone! A 2-run shot, and the Walkers have blasted this one open. Take a 6-1 lead here over the Lumberjacks. The 4th home run for French on the season. Brought in Perez, tried to get a matchup or something there. And the first pitch he blasted into left center field, make it a 5-run lead for the Walkers. Hard grounder to Parmigiano. She fields it cleanly. Oh no, it's a fitness for Sawyer. Oh no, that is huge. Tweaked groin. In the grand scheme of things, that might not be a too serious one, but still, that is a big bat to lose if they lose her for a couple of weeks. but that could be survivable. She might just need one game to miss. But she's also the designated hitter. She's not fielding, so may just be able to live with it, but it does eventually eat into their bars, so. But still, that's definitely a reverse silver lining. I don't know what you'd call that, a bad lining. Eduardo Hill very angry, going 0 for 3 here tonight. The leadoff runner aboard here for the Lumberjacks. Start off the top of the 8th. So that's a 2-bar injury still. So that's a hit. But Finley bounces back with a nice strikeout. Her second on the evening. Rivet Hurl's having a nice day. 2 for 3. 2 doubles for him. Man, someone's going to have to come back to this game and count the doubles. I wish they had individual box scores. Like, you could go into the game and count, like, doubles and stuff. That would be very nice. Round to third, Macias to Word, and Word to McMahon around the horn for the Dragon special. Heads us to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 9, Amy Ventura.
Well, not necessarily if the Knights that showed up this week show up for that game. Oh my! Deep into center field, and it's 7-1 Walkers. Missile 461 feet for Ventura. And the Walkers have meant business here tonight. And now become big Dragons fans later in the evening. As the Retrievers, that could be a 3-way tie in that division by the end of the night. Rez gets the strikeout.
Third baseman, number 19, Barrett Macias.
That's a hard hit ball into right. And that's perfectly on the line again. And guess what? That's going to be another double. Man, extra base hits galore here tonight in Motor Yard. Hiker pops this one up. He'll fall to 0 for 4 on the evening. Seems like one of the few Walkers that haven't been able to contribute here tonight. Well, I say that, but McLean here is up with 0 for 3 on the night. Oh, McLean into right. I don't know if that's going to be gone, but it's off the wall, and that's going to be another run. And it's 8-1 Walkers.
Second baseman, number 45, Gabe Word.
Man, that heroic Legends division just did not show up this week. Knights losing, Lumberjacks getting torched here. Wrongfielders got beat by the Skulls, and the Express got beat by the Monstars. Going to be an 0 for 4 week for that division, most likely. Last chance here for the Lumberjacks, trailing by 7. Sawyer Harris will come in at first. Oh no, Harris will go into left field, and Ventura will take over at first. And a swing and a miss. Finley with 3 strikeouts here in relief. Yes, we can make sure we can show you what Sawyer will be at, because I think we'll go ahead and do the Sims for next week here tonight. I don't see why not. Because I said we would, so people have known. So I think we'll go ahead and pull the trigger. So I forgot as well, honestly.
That's high.
Last chance here for the Lumberjacks.
No, no.
As we got Win in the game.
Ball.
2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. Walkers absolutely smoke the Lumberjacks 8-1 here. Lumberjacks did amass 9 hits, but just couldn't get them at the right time. 3 of them come from Foundwood and 2 of them from Hurls. A golden sombrero from Hale and a sombrero from Wentz. 9 combined strikeouts for the Lumberjacks. 11 on the Walkers side. McLean racking up 3. But look at that. Hits everywhere except for Hiker as the starter. French, Fuller, Ventura, Macias, and Word all with multiple hit games. French with a home run and Ventura with a home run. Loss goes to Palacios. 3 earned through 5. Did rack up 8 strikeouts. Wilkerson and Perez not really great in relief. Combined 5 more earned. Zuniga gets credit for the win. 1 earned through 5 and a third. He moves to 2-1 on the season. Finley, 3 innings of relief was excellent. And then Win closes out the game. It's a Walker sweep. French, Ventura, and Word on the MVP board. And we'll jump to game number 3, Area 51 and the Diamond Jacks. And Area 51 trying to keep pace with the Mott Stars, who won last night. Area 51 a game and a half back of the league of the division leaders. Do we have a Totino's in the chat? We do not. Let's see if he has posted anything. He told us Wasman back in for the last game. Wasman's only 1 bar down, so I wouldn't trigger a suggested lineup anyway, so I will deem that safe to use. Let's see what the Diamond Jacks say. Anything? Doesn't look like it. I don't see the man in chat, and it looks like this will be fine to use. So we'll go ahead and roll the dice here as we go to Lafayette Corner. We'll end the night here. I'll just go ahead and mention in the Discord that we will sim week 10. So if there needs to be any changes, go ahead and get them in. Will be simming week 10 tonight. So sure to get changes to team channel to stream. All right. Due diligence, check mark. We're underway. Area 51 looking to get above 500. Oh, no, that's not true. They won their first game of the season, so that is a lie. But would be the first time above 500 since then, since the opening day.
Center field, number 9, Nora Buffer.
Lined right to Corvette there for out number 2. Brings up Liliana Neal. Let's see, we've got Houston on the mound here for the Diamond Jacks. 8.1 ERA. 1.8 with 12 strikeouts. Oh my! Deep into left center. That one's high enough, and that one is gone. And the 51s take the early lead. Neal's first home run of the season gives her team a 1-0 lead here early. That's too big. And Ochirio will put this one down into center field. Now a runner aboard with 2 outs here.
Left fielder, number 24, Azariah Contreras.
Contreras. And strike 3 called to end the inning, but the 51s take the early lead 1-0. Norsvo and Carr to lead things off here for the Diamond Jacks. We've got Carson Keith on the mound for the 51s. A 3.72 ERA, but a 1.97 whip. And just 7 strikeouts on the season. He gets one there. With that high of a whip, you would not expect to see such a low ERA. Oh, wow. Keith with back-to-back strikeouts to start off the game. Except Alberto Carr with Mind Gamer. And he strikes out the side. Strong inning of work there from Keith, sending us to the top of the second. We'll see Tamayo, Sacred, and Wasman. And Houston now striking out back-to-back, ended the inning on the strikeout. Fouled back. That's a fly ball that's towering into right field. That one looks deep, and that one is gone off the facade of the second deck. And another solo shot for Area 51. They lead now 2-0 here. Emilio Sacred goes yard. And Wasman, a shot again, and that one's gone. Area 51 unloading a gauntlet of solo shots, leading now 3-0. Wasman's first home run on the season. Houston gets the strikeout there. 2 down. Flower Droop the top of the order here. Droop into right center. That one looks like it's going to stay in the park as Louisville will make the catch. 1 in the first, 2 in the second. 3 runs overall as we go bottom 2. Oh, Corvette puts one on the board for the Diamond Jacks. And it's a home run derby here in Lafayette. Corvette's 3rd home run of the year. Well, they're starting a rotation. Oh my! And Chuff Chester into right, and it's 3-2. That one off the facade of the second deck. Four home runs and 5 RBIs. Not many people on for those home runs.
Number 16, Jamie Sandoval.
So it was strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Solo home run for Keith so far. And gets the ground out for out number 1 here.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 19, Aurora Sexton.
Well, the answer to your question there, Kawashi, is that their rotation is only 3 bars. So it's not great. I mean, the Diamond Jacks have top-tier power. They're extreme power hitters. They got fairly good speed, defense right behind that, but contact, rotation, and pin all at 3 bars. Whereas the Area 51 are built a bit differently. They're only actually 2 bars of power. They're extreme contact specialist, and then speed, defense, and rotation are all at 4, and pin is at 3. They get out of the inning, lead still in favor of the 51s, but it's back down to just 1 run, 3-2 here as we enter the top of the 3rd. That will be up the middle. Leadoff runner aboard here for Area 51.
Now back, the designated hitter, number 25,
Liliana Neal.
And that's going to be another base hit, so 2 on, nobody out here for Area 51.
now batting, the first baseman,
As Fletcher Houston's whip cranks over 2 points. That's crazy.
No,
3-1. Fouled off for a full count. And strike 3 called. Just got her on the inside edge. 1 down for Contreras. Contreras grounds that to Corvette. Corvette to Franklin. Not able to turn 2 though. That puts runners at the corners now for Samir Tamayo.
Tamayo.
Runner going for second. The throw is in the dirt. And both runners will be in scoring position now. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And a diving stop by Franklin. Can he get the throw off? He can! Great play by Franklin, taking the run away. And we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. 9-1-2, do it for the Diamond Jacks.
Number 33, Jimmy Hyark.
High arc to the deepest part of the park. Does it have enough? And it's tied! All 6 runs here in this one off the solo shot. And it's a brand new ball game as High Arc goes yard for the first time this season. And we start the game anew.
Norris. Number 48, Luan.
Kelly with a nice diving stop in time for out number 2. Keith gets a little bit of mojo back, brings up Alberto Carnal, Mind Gamer with 2 outs. And strike 3 called. That'll end the inning, but the game is now tied as we head to the top of the 4th.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 6, Emilio Sacred.
Ugly swing and miss there. Hopped it up. Corvette will call it. And she'll make the grab there for out number 1.
The catcher, number 55,
Brings up Zane Wasman. That one's popped up into right. Popped by Vo for out number 2.
The second baseman, number 29, Hefty Kelly.
One, 2. Grounded a second. Norris is there, and the throw is in time for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th now. Corvette, Chuffchester, and Sandoval. First 2 up hit the home runs earlier in the game. Give the Diamond Jacks their first lead of the night. That's a grounder to Tamayo. Easy play for him, 1 away. That's a grounder back to the mound. Keith in time for out number 2. Brings up Sandoval.
Number 16, Jamie Sandoval.
Sandoval into the left center gap. That's going to get down. And Sandoval will stay put for a very deep single. And
Number 19, Laura Sexton.
very deep single. Sexton up now. She pops this one up into left. And that will be caught by Contreras for out number 3. And we remain tied as we go to the top of the 5th. It's the top of the order due up for Area 51.
14, Flower,
Droop 0 for 2 so far here. Up the middle, Franklin sucks it up. And the throw is in time. Franklin has been big defensively there at short. Has taken away a couple of base hits away from the 51s here tonight. And has kept a run off the board with some of his defensive play. And another one, a much easier play here for Franklin. And that's out number 2.
batting, designated hitter, number 25.
And here's Liliana Neal, 2 for 2 here tonight. Has a solo shot and a single. Houston has kind of calmed down here a bit in these last couple of innings. But 2 zeros on the board, trying to get his 3rd straight scoreless inning. Full count composed activates. It's fouled back. 77 pitches for Houston. That one's fouled off. And make it 3 for Franklin this inning. 3 6-3 putouts, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. 8, 9, and 1 due up. See what Franklin can do at the plate. Not been doing much this season, just a $188, and that's an ugly swing and a miss. 5 strikeouts on the night for Keith. Ooh, and that one finds his own. Keith with a pair of strikeouts in this inning. Brings us back to the top of the Diamond Jacks order. Ahura Norris. Two. Fouled back. Swing and a miss. Keith strikes out the side once again. And we'll head to the top of the 6th. So that's 7 strikeouts for Keith. And 2 times he struck out the side. Pretty impressive. Soft floater to high arc there and left. Contreras sitting at 0 for 2 on the evening.
Shortstop, number 7, Samir Tamayo.
That one skied into left, actually, a little bit deeper than I thought, but stays in front of the wall, and Hayek will make the catch for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Nice dive by Ocherio. Keith covers in time and gains a bit more mojo. So 1 down. Rider to short, Tamayo. I'll be in time for round number 2. We've all of a sudden entered into a pitching duel after both teams racked up 3 solo shots. Keith has somehow found his way to locked in. That'll be a base hit up the middle with 2 outs now. Dragoon Chuffchester. Full count, big pitch here. Strike 3 called. Top of the zone, top of the 7th we go. Deadlocked, 3 runs, 6 hits apiece. And Fletcher Houston's night is done. Quincy Bradley will come in. Into right, caught by Vo for out number 1. Bradley, 4.5 ERA, 1.42 whip, 10 strikeouts. This one into center. Did we just break the tie? It is gone! Wasman, I think, with his 2nd home run of this night and of the season. Straightaway center field gives the 51s the lead back 4-3. That one inside the line. That will be a double now. Area 51 once again cooking. Makes it 7 solo home runs in this game. Gonna be a base knock. Now runners at the corners for Area 51. Can we have our first non-home run unscored. Bradley quickly falls down to tense. Franklin will turn a 6-4-3 Dragon special to end the inning. But Area 51 back on top thanks to the home run from Wasman. Sorry, my headset was up on top there if I sounded far away. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up now for the Diamondbacks, trailing once again. Oh, almost was a little bit ahead of that one. Foul, 2-2. Keith with a competitive at-bat here, but a swing and a miss. And Keith comes up victorious. 9 Ks for Keith here tonight.
Aurora Sexton.
Grounded short, Tamayo in time for out number 2. And Franklin is going to get pulled at the plate for Milani Platoon. And she will pop this one up into center field. Caught by Buffins for out number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 8th. 3, 4, 5 do it for Area 51. Cernstein now will be in. And guess what? It's another solo shot. Liliana Neal, her second home run of the night. And it makes it a 2-run lead for Area 51. 400 feet. So both players for Area 51 who have hit 2 home runs here tonight have been their first home runs on the season. Both Wasman and Neal. And that's going to be a base hit. And now every run here tonight, a solo shot. 8 solo shots here. And I have a feeling we're going to see even more home runs. In Game 4, we're nowhere close to done with home runs with the Dragons and the Sonics on tap. No throw down to second, as that one was in the dirt. We've got Contreras at the plate here, runner now in scoring position. Quincy Bradley just kind of dying out here on the mound. Runner at third now for Samir Tamayo. 0 for 3 tonight. Xander French will come into the game. And that may be enough. Hierarch's got an arm, but not quite enough of an arm as we have our first non-home run RBI on the game. Tamayo with the sacrifice fly. Puts the Area 51 back up by 3. That will end the inning, but 2 more makes it 6-3 as we go bottom of the 8th. 9-1-2 here. Keith staying in the game here to start the bottom of the 8th. Up to 95 pitches, may be his last batter here. That will be a base hit, so leadoff runner aboard here for the Diamondbacks. Got to keep passing that here. Down by 3 here late. Top of the order, Kahua Norris. Keith will stay in, throwing his 100th pitch here. Runner going for second, and he's in there. A runner into scoring position. One's fouled back. Grounded to short. Runner from second will sneak to third as putouts recorded 6-3. Under 90 feet away here for Louis Vo, and that will do it for Keith. 9 strikeout night for Keith brings in Camille Bammer. Did I just say jackass? Slow grounder to first. This will bring home a run in exchange for the out. So Vo with a sacrifice makes it a 6-4 ball game. Down to the third, and we'll head to the top of the ninth. 2-run lead for Area 51. It'll be Wasman, Hefty, Kelly, and Flower Droop due up for them here.
Catcher, number 55, Zane Wasman.
Wasman having himself his best day of the season by far. Home run day. Oh my! He's going for the hat trick! That one is back, and that one is gone! Just our second hat trick of the season, and ironic that it's here again at Lafayette. Someone clip it, please. Oh, off the glow of Corvette, and that will trickle into right field. And to come into your, I mean, he's the catcher. He's missed a few games, but to come in to the 9th game of the season, no home runs, and then you blast 3 of them. And now solo shot 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the night. That is crazy. I mean, 9 home runs in a game is crazy. The fact that they're all solo shots is just a little bit more so. So, okay. He'll be a fun little bet. Let's see. What is it called? It's not bet. What is it called? A poll.
Designated hitter, number 25,
Prediction.
Anna Neal.
Start prediction. Runner's going to go home, and oh, close play, but not in time. And another run scored without a home run. Neal gets her 3rd RBI on the night. Makes this one very much out of reach, it feels like, for the Diamond Jacks. 8-4 now.
Left fielder, number 24, Azariah
Intentional walk.
Contreras.
Now pitching, Jason Zhang.
That one is foul. And that's a strikeout to end the inning. We'll go bottom of the 9th here. Last chance for the Diamond Jacks. They need 4.
First baseman, number 55, Bonnie Corvette.
Ball inside.
There, finally.
A catcher, number 5, Dragoon, Jeff Chester.
Okay. So 1 out, nobody on here. Back to the mound, Bammer fields it. In time, in the last chance here for the Diamond Jacks, Jamie Sandoval.
Number 16, Jamie Sandoval.
And that will be it. Area 51 moved to 5-4 on the year with the win over the Diamond Jacks. "14 hits for Area 51, 7 for the Diamond Jacks. Neal goes 4 for 5 with 2 home runs. Wasman goes 3 for 4 with 3 home runs. It's fairly well spread across. As for the Diamond Jacks, Corvette with a pair and High-Arc with a pair. All strikeouts coming from Keith on Area 51's side. He goes 7 1/3, gets the win. 4 earned runs. Save goes to Bammer, her 3rd save on the season. Loss goes to Bradley, 3 earned through an inning and a 1/3. Houston did actually come back for a quality start after giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings. It's 3 earned through 6, 4 strikeouts, 6 hits. Half of those were home runs. On the MVP board, Wasman, Neal, and High-Arc. We'll go into the final game of the night. 5-3 Sonics versus the 2-6 Dragons. We will do a suggested lineup here. This is getting tough. Like, I'm going to have to. You can get one of them out, but this catcher is literally about to die. Literally nothing. It would be an out of position catcher. That's just stolen base central. But like, oh, Russell, you're here, so we'll go back to the Sonics real quick. I hit suggested lineup. This is what popped up, so feel free if you want to adjust from here. If you're good to go, just let me know. Looks fine. Wish I could say the same for the Dragons, but it's just literally nothing else that can be done. Might have to investigate something to try and alleviate this at some point. I don't know. This is how they built the team. I don't know. Curious to your thoughts on that, because that's not going to get any better. I kind of don't know how to address that. That's just kind of see. Okay, and I will be right back. Need to get something to drink real quick. Hopefully nothing crazy happens while I'm gone, but it's a Dragons home game, and something crazy probably will happen.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 29, Elise Hinton.
That's outside.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 8, Vale D. Now batting, the left number 11, Mark Lushley.
Nope, it's that ball.
Now batting,
Play ball.
the third baseman, number 23.
The right. Ball low. Well. You're out.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 27, Sierra Terrific.
That's down.
The designated hitter, number 72, Sterling Munster.
The right.
Doesn't look like I've missed anything.
No, low. Nope, low. Well.
It looks like a clean first inning for both teams, pitching wise.
From a wedgie for a
Top
base
second.
toss, Suji Putti.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Giggly
number
Wilkerson.
21.
Giggly Wilkerson.
Ball is inside. Foul.
That one's going to be through the right side of the infield. Lead off runner aboard here for the Sonics.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 7, Gregory McFurlow.
That's down.
As I trickle up to the standings tabbed.
That's
So,
right.
Dragons still looking for their first win outside of their sweep of the Moonshots earlier this year.
Third baseman,
The Sonics
number 4, Kason
looking to right the ship. I don't know if all three of these losses have been in a row, but they've been fairly compact. They were the last undefeated team in the Heroic Conference, I'm pretty sure.
That's high.
And then suffered a loss to the Skulls, 10-0 in a sim game that was pretty surprising. And then I can't think who they've lost to apart from that, but need a way to get back on the winning side of things, trying to prevent
number 45,
the three-way tie that could potentially happen in that Icons division if they lose tonight. It is 3 in a row, okay?
Foul ball.
So, was it the Skulls that started it, if you remember?
Right.
That one's into center field, but caught by Noble. Round number 3 will go bottom of the second.
The second baseman, number 43, Nevada Fervor.
Jeterson on the mound, and Fervor puts one down into left for a leadoff base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 18, Aiden Leonard.
1.88 ERA, a .7 whip for Jeterson, and 19 Ks. Just one strikeout away from being the last one to join the 20 strikeout club.
The right fielder, number 54,
density,
Iosu.
Skulls 51, then Storm.
Ball inside. That's foul.
Ooh, that one's a high fly ball into left. Back it goes, and that one is gone. And guess what? It's another solo shot here in Lafayette corner. So they got to beat 9 home runs. And there's one. Roller, Jeterson off the mound in time for out number 3. Dragons take the early lead 1-0 as we go top of the third. Fan, Triffic, and Hinton. Didn't realize Triffic had a twin on a different team. So we know the Triffic on the Dragons. Tied for the league in home runs and top of the league in RBIs. I think I say that at least 2 or 3 times per stream, it seems like. Bruce Richmond on the mound for the Dragons and gets a strikeout there. Very happy about it. Hudson Triffic. 333 for the catcher on the season. Don't know if this is their main guy or potentially a backup. He gets struck out looking on 3 pitches. Brings it to the top of the order, Elise Hinton. 0 for 1, 100 on the season. Richmond's locked in. And that one's going to be put into right. 2-out base hit for the Sonics. Brings up Vale Dean. Richmond, after a couple innings of work, toting a 3.14 ERA and a 1.19 whip. 11 strikeouts on the season. Looks like 3 of them here tonight. Elite 4-seamer. And that one gets put down into center field. And so the Sonics starting to mount a 2-out rally here. Lark Lushley. 0 for 1 tonight, but 472 on the season. Backup Cray Cray is the starter, okay? We're under the short, though. Wildly just manages to get it to first in time for out number 3. And the side is retired. Bottom of the third we go. Wildly, Ward, and Tina Tygo do up. Round to the third. Espinal with a nice backhanded snag. It's to Pham in time for out number 1. Here's poor Talon Ward, just desperate for a day off. Thing is, I don't think, because I know when you make, like a league now, it generates a pool of FA players. But I don't think if, once a league gets put into a season, if that free agent pool is still around. So even if we did want to give the Dragons like a break glass for emergency break to just try and get some rest on this poor catcher, I don't know if we could even do it. Like, it just may have to be someone they throw in as a completely out of position catcher. This one into center field. Now they caught by Noble for out number 1. Gregory McFurlow. Rather short. A lot longer throw for Wiley, and it gets there just in the nick of time. Yeah, no backup catcher, no one on the team with catcher as a secondary, and even at shortstop, no one with shortstop as a secondary. So it's a bit of a yikes.
The left fielder, number 27, Sierra Terrific.
Oh, outside.
Oh! And guess who it is? Sierra Terrific! She now takes the outright lead in home runs for the league. 439 feet into center field, her 6th on the season, and 14 RBIs.
A designated hitter, number 72, Sterling Munster.
An absolute blast into center field. And now 11 solo home runs here in Lafayette tonight. That was indeed some major clutch factor.
The second baseman, number 43, Nevada Ferber.
And Fervor up the middle. He'll be aboard.
The first baseman, number 18, Aiden Leonard.
There's a strike.
Grounded short, slow roller though, gets one, and does get two. Runner down the line was not fast, and the Dragon special ends the inning, but they do push their lead 2-0 as we go top 5.
Right fielder, number 45, Warden Grimes.
Too low. That's a strike. There's a strike.
Ooh, a drop third strike, but gets all the way to the backstop. But
Now batting, the first baseman,
Ward, despite all of his ailments, does get to the ball in time and down to first. Towards the out. Another strikeout for Richmond here tonight. Ooh, that's a hard hit ball into center field. Carrying, but not quite enough. As Noble will make the track with his catch with his heels towards the warning track. 2 down now. Another high fly ball into center field. This one a little bit shorter. And Noble will make the catch round number 3. Bottom 5, Eel Soup, Noble, and Wildly due up.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 54, Density Eel Soup.
And Eel Soup gets himself a leadoff base hit. Flavio Noble. Peterson to Dean, and Dean to Fan for a Dragon special. That will bring up Wildly.
Nope, high. Strike. Ball outside. That's foul.
That is up the middle. Runner aboard now with 2 outs.
Now batting, the catcher, number 13, Talon Ward.
Poor guy. Still hitting 294 on the season. Gives that one a ride, but not quite enough. In front of the warning track, McFurlow for out number 3 will head to the top of the 6th. Richmond with 5 strikeouts on the night so far.
the
Top of the order due up here for the Sonics to start off the top of the sixth. First pitch swinging, grounded to Tygo. She gets to Leonard in time for out number one. Brings up Vale Dean. Richmond locked in. 56 pitches here through 5 1/3. That one's fouled back, 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. And Richmond makes it half a dozen Ks.
Number 11, Mark Lushley.
That one's up the middle. So a 2-out runner now for the Sonics. Giggly Wilkerson to the plate. See if the Sonics can get anything across here with 2 outs. Still just a 2-0 game here. Just past midway through. And now it's 2 aboard for the Sonics. The better opportunities they've had here tonight. Gregory McFurlow. 0 for 2 tonight. Coming up tense here. That one right to Leonard at first. He'll take it. Step on the bag for out number 3, and the side is retired. Bottom of the 6th we go, and it's the top of the order due up for the Dragons.
Number 23.
14 Tygo. Can't say her name. It's just surprising, unless I'm missing something. I'm pretty sure Tina Tygo was a name the game made up for us back in, like, well, probably SMB 2. Unless I'm just forgetting something. They just left the Tygos behind. They didn't bring him to SMB 4. Sierra Terrific. Batting average is a good ways off from being a triple crown threat. We have quite a few people still batting in the 400s, and at least 2 to 3, maybe even more, still hitting the 500s. She just misses the line there. Yeah, Tygo was an S1, I'm pretty sure. How's that back? 2-2 here to Terrific. Oh, Terrific does it again! A 2-run shot, and the Dragons double their lead 4-0. And Terrific is making a name for herself this season. 7 home runs and 15 RBIs, I believe. No, that would make it 16. She had 13. Solo shot, 2-run shot. Wonder how many of those. So at least 5 of those have been at home, we know. Because she had the first hat trick of the season here at Lafayette. She has 2 here tonight, so there's 2 others unaccounted for. And who knows where those might be. Seems like this park is very conducive to home runs. And now that puts us 4 solo, or no, sorry, that wasn't a solo shot. Our first non-solo shot here. Woohoo! Popped up. Left field, though, kind of dangerous. Oh, Espinal just gets there in time for out number 1. Brings up Aiden Leonard. And Jeterson is done. Brings up Wishwash, which we know far too well. This guy consistently seems to be the first man out of the pen. 13.5 ERA. Doesn't bode well, but Wishwash does get a strikeout there. Oh. Espinal in time for out number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 7th now. Dragons holding on to a 4-0 lead here.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 4, Jason Espanol.
Washi, are you watching on mobile?
Strike. There's a strike. Too low. Low ball.
2-2. That's a floater. Oh! It's over Leonard's head.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 45, Warden.
So leadoff runner aboard, Warden Grimes will come up. Okay, because your notes are just so far behind, I have to try and remember to connect them. Because for whatever reason, watching on mobile, it's like 30 or so seconds behind, maybe even sometimes a minute. Because I remember back in the days of like season 3, season 4, I would mainly watch on my iPad, and it was even worse back then. I'd be commenting on something that happened like
Now batting,
a full like minute behind, and it was always really funny.
Fan.
Ball low. There's a strike.
Runner headed for third, and runner is out of here. Wow, how slow must that runner have been if this guy is throwing them out? And we'll head to the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, center fielder, number 5, Flamio Noble.
What do we like better, Wish Wash or Wish Washay?
There's a strike. Foul ball. Ball inside.
Full count.
3 strikeouts.
His first name really needed to be Don. And then, like, you know, the soap. Wish Wash.
Now pitching.
Oh, Wish Wash. Bye-bye.
There's a strike.
Cobb. Harry Cobb. Hans is better. Hans Wish Wash. That's better. That's better. I'll give that to you, robot. That's better.
Catcher, number 13, Talon Ward.
2 down here.
No, inside ball. Strike. Strike 3.
And the strikeout to end the inning. We'll go top 8 here. 9-1-2 due up for the Sonics.
Catcher, number 20, Hudson.
So we've seen the other Triffic have a 2-home run day. This Triffic sitting at 0 for 2.
Nope, high.
But he connects that one, puts it down into left field. And his sister, I'll go ahead and say it, throws it in.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 29, Elise Hinton.
Ooh. Is that deep enough? Oh, it's not. Close.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 8, Vale D.
Strike.
Grounded to short. Wildly flips it to Fervor. gets the lead runner down.
Now batting, the left
Brings up
fielder,
Lark
number
Lushley.
11, Lark Lushley.
Nope, low.
Runner going, and the throw is not in time. Grounded to short, wildly. Oh, just gets it there. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Top of the order here for the Dragons. Chance for Triffic for her second hat trick of the season. Is due up second. Tygo will foul out. Here she comes.
Number 27, Sierra Terrific.
Absolutely amazing start to the season for her. That will be out number 2.
The designated hitter, number 72, Sterling Munster.
Slow roller. Fan to Cobb for out number 3.
Scoop up a plate of maki at Ground Roll Sushi, located on level 2. Now batting, the
I mean,
designated
I
hitter,
would.
number
It's just the fact that there's just no one to replace them. And yeah, I know probably in the long run it would be doing them a positive, but I mean, with how hurt the catcher is, it would take like 2-3 games for them to get fully healthy. And so it's hard. I mean, granted, I mean,
fielder, number 7, Gregory
they're just going to stay where they are, if not get more hurt. So it's tough. That one down into left, and we're in the top of the 9th here, so last chance for the Sonics. So they got one on, one out, and Kaysen Espinal here. 296 for Espinal on the season. 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, and Richmond looking for the complete game shutout. Just needs 2 more outs. Pitch count over 100 now, and he might get it here. Leonard, too wildly, but can't turn 2.
now batting, the right
And Warden Grimes will come to the plate 0 for 3 here tonight.
Low ball. Strike. That's a strike.
And swing and a miss, and Richmond gets the CGSO. For nothing, and we have chaos in the Icons division. 8 hits for the Sonics. Wilkerson the only one with multiple hits. 9 hits for the Dragons. Triffic, 2 for 2, 2 home runs. Fervor, 2 for 3. Eel Soup, 2 for 3, a home run. Loss goes to Jeterson, 4 earned through 5 1/3. And Richmond with the complete game. He gets the top bill. Triffic gets second, and Eel Soup gets third. And we'll jump into the simulations now. But just before that, we'll look at some of the chaos here. So, season standings. Complete tie Walkers with the one extra run differential now sit in first place of the Icons division that is otherwise in a 3-way tie. All at 5 and 4. Monstars sit a game above Area 51. Knights still 2 up on the rest of the division, as that Legends divisions went 0 and 4 this week. Serpents 2 games up on the Phenoms. No one else above 500 in that division. Cyclones now on a 2-game losing streak, but 2 games up over the Unicorns. Didn't take advantage there, as both the Cyclones and the Unicorns lost this week. Stinger's the only one to gain ground, but game back of the Unicorns and 3 games back of the Cyclones. Mythic got back on the winning side, beating the Cyclones, stay a game up over the Quacks. That's looking like a tough division. Take a peek at the wild card. So Cyclones stay the #1 seed with their run differential. Serpents there. Black Storms, Unicorns, Skulls, Bombers. And on the flip side, Monstars and Knights, followed by the Walkers. Area 51, Retrievers, Sonics, Lumberjacks, Dragons now, +1 on the R differential. Knocking out the wrong fielders who are at -4. Moonshots, Express, Liberty on the outside looking in. And we'll look at the league leaders. Terrific 5 spot there. Batting. Terrific +2 now in home runs over the rest of the league. And +4 in RBIs now. Just a little bit, quite a bit behind on batting average. Needs the rest of the league to kind of start falling back down to the mean. Just kind of flip through some of these other ones. And 2 runs scored. We knew that. Faulkner, stealings. Quinto, the first one to 3 wins. Bammer, the first one to 3 saves. Whip still Duncan. Opponent batting average Duncan. Palacio does retake the league lead in strikeouts with 28 now. That's really all we need. Okay, so we're going to start simming. Let's see. Do we have a Donut Boy in chat? We indeed do. Watch the game. I believe this is the starting lineup for the Liberty. Let's see. Just any chats? I haven't. Let's see. Let's read this. McConnell. And I don't see running in the chat, so we keep this. All right, Donut. You have any changes you wish to make here? Flip over to the High Rollers channel. Give him a minute or so to respond. Sawyer hurt. It's one of their starters. Yeah, she was their DH, it looked like, so it's having to come it there. Yeah, Frigate had the game against the Serpents last night and took a comebacker, so that's why he is rattled. Give Donut here 1 more minute to see if he wants to do anything. Just use this as it is. And I'll be sure after we're done here to show the next 2 blocks, blocks of 12 games. I looked ahead earlier this week. The block after this sim looks pretty promising if I remember correctly. So we might end up playing that one. We're still due 1 more sim since we've played back-to-back weeks. But we can figure that out as we go along. Okay, don't see a response from Donut, so we'll go ahead and play ball with the lineup as is. So week 10, 2-7 Liberty, 4-5 High Rollers. Teams really needed a win here. Red Rock Park, home game for the High Rollers.
Welcome back to Red
Ball.
Rock Park. Grab a program.
I know I don't think I necessarily need a pitch to happen, but I like it just for the sake of, I don't know. I just like to do it for some reason. Makes me feel like the lineup will stay the same for sure, I guess. I don't know. Locks it in, I guess, more or less. Okay, let's see what we get here. Ooh, oh, High Rollers come back, and the High Rollers move to 5-5. Game and a half back of the Serpents. Quacks. Here we go. Let's see, I don't think I've seen Maniac. Let's see, she. And go ahead and use this. Go ahead and use this. So again, kind of a haves versus have-nots. Quacks 6-3, Express, I believe, 2-7. Wonder who the Express have beaten this season.
Excitement is in the air here at Founders Field. Mind your step on the sticky, squelchy floors. It's time for the ball game.
Simulate. And the Quacks will win 2-1. Stay right on the heels of the Mythic Unicorn Stingers matchup. So we suggest lineup here. Get that off. Ooh. I don't remember what happened. Looks like we're gonna have to use a spot start. This was their starter. He's thrown a lot of pitches, so I think we'll have to go to Higgins to spot start. So that's just all right. Suggest lineup here. It's gone. Play ball.
Excitement is in the air here at
Play
Red
ball.
Rock
Play
Park.
ball.
Here we go.
Ah.
Time.
Whoops, 2 pitches. I was hitting tilde. One of these times on one of these sims, we're going to see a first pitch home run. Ooh, Unicorns getting some revenge for beating up Noah Terry. They take the second game of that 2-game series. Ithic Astros. Okay, I did see Aggie. He is here, which is good. So we'll watch game. Ooh, Dapper. So you probably want a suggested lineup before first thing. Yeah. Okay, suggested lineup. Faulkner to the top. How's that look, friend? That looks good. Right, is Shag here? Let's see, did he say anything? It's like CX Shag, I think. Don't see him here. That's so we keep this lineup. I think here. They've got a starting lineup. I'm sure this matches. Ribbons, Villegas, Theodorus, Dupol, Bowen, Inley, Mess. Okay, so substitute Zoner out, Mess. Bowen, Mess. Tony Duke at catcher. And I look at this. Jefferson, Ribeye, and Alvarado. Sure, McLean's in left. Gus, Theodorus, Dupol, S, Duke, Alvarado. Okay, perfect. All right, and we shall play ball. Mythic can do here against the Astros. 7-2, Astros 4-5.
The fans are ready to go.
Hey,
At
ball.
the corral. Gee, golly gosh, this is a super duper
Simulate.
occasion.
Right? Ooh, Astros, Mythic trying to come back. Not enough. And the Astros take one, and the Galaxy division tied now at 7-3 between the Quacks and the Mythic, and the Quacks actually jumped them with the run differential. Big game there for the Astros. Big game here, Skulls of Rock Bombers. Set this the other night, so here. And go with Bautista again. Seemed like Josh liked what Bautista did this time. So we'll play ball. Someone's trying to get back to 500. Skulls looking for their first conference win of the season still.
Welcome back to Golden Field.
Oh, whoops. Golden Field
Your step on the
was not nice to the Bombers first time this season. Lost to Area 51. Simulate. It's my fingers here. Please, please, please. 2 games below 500. Yay! So Bombers win. So trio apart from the Serpents, all taking a win in the Phenoms. Monstars, Moonshots, and I did get messages for both of these teams. So Monstars. Let's see. Sit Despot in the sim if he's tired. Okay. That. Oh, okay. We need to suggest the lineup. That keeps him in, and because Schaefer was hurt, so got that here. I don't know what Blackman's name is in Twitch offhand, but I think this is probably what he wanted, because he said you suggested lineup. I did that, and we've sat Despot, so I think we're to go here. And then for the Moonshots, we use the suggested lineup and make sure Allen is out. They are indeed out. Bye for a minute or two for any messages. See Pandora in here either, so I think we'll probably be good to go to pull the trigger on this one. Battery Bay. Still only the heroic for the Skulls. Ah, yes, Marge rooting for The enemy of his enemy.
Battery Bay. Get your mitt ready and your cheering hat on. It's time.
First pitch, then simulate.
Ball.
I think we'll go back to unbalanced because I think the Skulls actually have 2 games this week. Oh, back and forth. And the Monstars win a slugfest. Wow, that one was kind of crazy. Serpents, Diamond Jacks. This may be... Oh, Macho Man juiced. Oh. It's fine. And, okay, we need to get... Is Dean here? Okay, so Serpent's channel. I need to get the official lineup with Havoc Overlord back in. Morrow, DHing Cervantes, center field. Substitute for Havoc Overlord. We still need Harrison here at short because Ward is still fairly hurt. Plop Vivian Snell in right field. Caleb Flynn at first. Hazeldine and Hoffman. It's fine. Contests and which is substitution. Plop, Snell, Flynn, Hazeldine. Okay, that looks whoops. Good for me. Appreciate it if the Diamond Jacks could pull off a miracle.
It's game time here at Battery Bay. And your glove ready and your cheering hat on. Lined up.
The 3-0 Serpents. They stay 2 games up on the division. Ooh, I didn't keep track of where we need to stop actually. Hold on. Well, we need to stop at 120 because this is 10, so that's at least easy math. So we're here, so we need to stop after Skulls of Rock Retrievers. Stop. Okay, so I know that. Knights Walkers. Okay, so Kawashi, we'll see. Okay, Sawyer's only 1 bar down, so that's not as devastating as initially feared. But so you can take her out if you want, see how it goes, or sub her out, make her full healthy again, up to you. Oh, you did say something in chat here. Same as before, but if Millie is sprained or worse, I'll see about a replacement. Certain that. Well, the suggestion will sub him, pop him back. Do you just want to keep what's on here, Washi? Play ball. And then for Knights, it's fine. It's okay. Play ball. Oh, and it's a home game for the Knights. Not that we'll see it. It's their second of the season.
You can feel the energy rising here at Swagger Center. Hold on to your hats.
Simulate.
Use the hand.
Let's see, Knights, and Knights. Knights bounce back. Send the Walkers back to 500. Knights move to 7-3. Jump to the next game, Sonics Lumberjacks. And then for the Sonics, we'll go ahead and said to hit suggested lineup, but I think he's in here actually. Let's see. Oh no, he left. Russell Sprout, right? Something. Russell Sprout. So we'll go ahead and hit suggested lineup for him. Brings Cray Cray back in. That's fine. Fan. Spin off. Ball. And then I did see that no Hummus snuck in here. Hummus, what would you like to do? Would you like a lineup, suggested lineup? Just like to manually do this. I mean, at minimum, I would hit the suggested lineup because you've got the 2-bar injury here. Let's see if we get word. Give them another minute or so to response. Suggested lineup for 30 seconds for him to say something. Get to going. Okay. Sonics and the Lumberjacks. Both teams really needed a win now that the Knights have bounced back and the Sonics just need to find a way to end the skid.
Baseball fans, welcome to Apple Field. Mind your step on the sticky, squelchy floor.
That's time.
See what happens. Jacks, Sonics, Lumberjacks take it 4-3. Stay 2 games back, and now the Sonics 5-5. Hot start, have hit a wall now. Retrievers can take the outright lead at the end of this Week 10 sim. Longfielders and Sonics. This looks fine. Not the Sonics, the Storm. This is fine as well. Actually, I don't think the Dragons played in this week, so we actually have some time to try and figure out what to do. The High Rollers beat. Wow, how did I instantly already have forgotten that?
To Colonial Plaza. Get your mitt ready and your cheering hat on. It's time to
Ah,
play
yeah,
ball.
Liberty. Simulate. Oh, wow, the wrong fielders and the Storm fall to 5-5. Wow. Rising win by the wrong fielder. Oh, the Dragons do sneak in. Okay, anything you want to do here first, Marge? I don't know if you saw it, but Wasman in this state hit 3 home runs. Go as is. Okay. I'll do this since we have. Thought we did. I think I'm going to do it. It's suggested lineup here. It's going to make it. We go one more like this, and I want to talk to Josh about how to try and remedy this the best way possible, because we need some sort of like official rule on something. I just don't know what the best way, because like, yeah, they need to get healthier, but subbing in 2 out of position players is potentially going to be just as bad for however many games those players need to rest for. I'm going to leave it for now, and we'll definitely find a way to fix it going into week 11. Screenshot.
Welcome back
Okay,
to
next and
Lafayette
next.
Corner.
And play ball.
Who's ready for some dingers? Let's go.
Simulate. Oh, and the Dragons come from behind and take it. Now the Dragons on a 2-game winning streak. And the last game of the Sims, Skulls of Rock and Retrievers. Knowing the Skulls, this will probably be a win because it's a heroic game. And roll this. Is Puppet here by chance? He said he was busy tonight. Wasn't on the stream. Did he give anything to do here? This last time, Dudley is fine. Oh, all good. Sweet. Beyond.
Fans are flocking to their seats here at Sakura Hills. Get your glove ready and your cheering hat on. It's time to play.
Man, that's a really bright crowd. It's like the white balance is off in that stadium. It's sunny. And the Retrievers say, not today, Skulls. And the Retrievers take the outright lead in the Icons. And this is where we'll sit. So It's the Cyclones who don't get to 10 games. Anyone else? That's all 10. It's all 10. 11. Yeah, so everyone at 10, except for the Skulls who snuck one in over the Cyclones. So this is where we'll stand after quote-unquote 10 weeks. Scroll up to Standings tab. Flip over to the wild card standings. So sit here. So it's Cyclones still at the top. Quacks now in second place and just 7 runs behind the Cyclones. Serpents sitting a few runs back too. Mythic, Horns, Bombers, Storm, Astros with the High Rollers, Stingers, Skulls, and Diamond Jacks sitting on the outside looking in. Monstars, Knights, Retrievers, Area 51, Walkers, Lumberjacks, Sonics, and Dragons. Longfielders, Moonshots, Express, and Liberty. Take a peek at the league leaders. Rossi Correa still leading the league, 5-11. You get Fleshman now up to 6 home runs. Oh my soul! Tristan Benjamin out of nowhere now has 17 RBIs. That slugfest versus the Monstars must have been very good for Benjamin. This guy, I believe, was the on-fire player against the Knights. Wow. How many RBIs did he have in that game? On base, Snack Rose, slugging Castro. Hits Correa by a good amount. Castro, extra base hits. Strikeouts Larson. We had a 5 RBI game. Pair of Retrievers, top of the board and runs scored at 11 apiece. Faulkner still +2 on stolen bases. We look to pitching. Quinto still the only one with 3 wins now. Still 3 players up on the board with a 0 ERA. Saves Bammer at 3. Whip still Duncan. But opponent batting average now goes to Caro Aguilar. 136 Reese, and then Duncan falling to 3rd. Strikeout still Palacios. Strikeouts per 9 Palacios. Walks per 9 Young Palacios. And that is it. Well, that will do it. Oh, let's look at the schedule. So we'll show all. Next 12 will take us to 132. 21 is there. 2. Be sure to put this in the Discord. Sure I have it. So 244. Should just know my tables, I guess. All right, but other than that, that will do it for this week. Bit of a crazy week. We saw a lot of errors, some home runs here tonight. And that will do it for this week. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a good rest of your week, everyone. I will see you. We'll probably start next week on Monday. But I'll be sure to post something official one way or another in the Discord over the weekend. But have a good rest of your night, everyone. Have a good weekend, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.